Welcome to this week's Friday program. I'm your host Evelyn and this is my co-host Cooper.
Last week I watched the Friday show with my family. My mum and dad thought it was really good and my brother thought it was cool that I was on TV. How about you, Evelyn?
I was watching it with my class on the TV. I was sitting at the front and I was so embarrassed. My family didn't even know it was on YouTube until my dad scrolled past it on Sunday.
I think it's always going to be weird seeing yourself on the TV. This week's show has got a lot of stuff that I'm really looking forward to.
Me too. I'm looking forward to a lot of things on this week's program. On this week's show, we have an interview with Miss Newman and she gave us a garden tour.
We also have a segment of Foundation D's environmental science lesson and some senior sport.
We've also interviewed some students on how they enjoy the new painted lines on the courts.
Let's go and have a look at that interview with Mrs. Newman.
Hi, I'm here with Miss Newman. What's it like being a garden teacher here at River Primary?
It's fantastic being a garden teacher. It's possibly one of the best jobs in the world, I think. You get to work in nature's classroom, you get to work with really enthusiastic, curious young learners, and you get to take care of nature.
As a garden teacher, what are some important elements you have to look after in the garden?
There are so many important aspects of garden care. Nature takes care of a lot of the garden and we're nature's helpers. So the students and the teachers work together, observing the garden closely for any changes, making sure that we're rotating the growing beds so that particular plants get the care they need, giving them food and harvesting when they're ripe and ready to go.
Thank you, Miss Newman, for teaching us about the garden.
Oh, you're welcome. While you're here, would you like to have a look around?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Miss Newman was so easy to talk to and I learned so much about the garden that I didn't know before.
We're so lucky to have a garden. Chloe caught up with Foundation D having their environmental science lesson. Let's go and have a look at that now.
Today we're in the garden to interview Miss Newman about the garden program this year.
This is the light that brings the dawn to warm the sky and hug the land. Name and I'll write it on the pot. Okay? So let me see if I can remember. What's your name? Jada. So I write Jaydn. Great work. And Heidi is going to have a pot. Heidi. How many are here today, do you think?
100.
Let's go with Gabby.
So we need this color. Throw me these colors left. This is good.
Good. Tip it in.
I need that one back.
Right, and then pat it down with your fingers. And good. Yep, cover them over. See that? They're so tiny, and then we'll sprinkle a bit more soil over the top.
Thank you, Miss Newman. The tour was amazing and I'm so excited to learn more about the garden.
I'm really looking forward to working with you and the whole school this year.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for that report, Chloe. There's so many things happening at the school at the moment. What did you follow up on?
During the week, I followed up on the senior sports. Some of the sports we have are netball, volleyball, t-ball, football and soccer.
I really enjoyed netball with Miss Blackwell.
I'm really enjoying soccer with Mrs. Walty.
I really enjoy doing netball with my friends Olivia and Kira. I look forward to all of the netball competitions throughout the year.
It must be so much better playing with the new painted lines.
Yes, Cooper, it makes such a big difference. Cooper and Chloe went out and interviewed some kids on what they thought about it.
Hi, I'm here with Eddie and Tyson. Why do you guys like the new basketball courts?
Because I get to practice. I like basketball because if we didn't have the courts, we didn't know where the lines are. We can't play basketball at lunch and recess.
Thanks, Chloe. I'm here with Josephine. So, Josephine, what do you enjoy about Foursquare?
I enjoy Foursquare a lot. You can play with 2 people, 4 people, 8 people. It doesn't really matter the number, just as long as you've got people, you're great to play it with.
That was a great report from Chloe and Cooper. It must be so much easier playing those games with the new painted lines.
That's about all from our show this week.
If anybody has any ideas for the upcoming Friday shows, please come and see me, Evelyn, Chloe or Cooper out in the yard to give us some ideas that we could report on. Keep safe.
safe.